Wonderful. Thought I'd be yapping here for eternity. Blasted wormies only have eyes for the empty ones. Very well. Tie me to your belt and we can get started. No time to lose. How can you breathe? You just do without thinking much about it. It's the same with me in talking. Or worm cultists digging up old bones. Didn't ask if they belonged to anyone, did they? The wormies just started making skeletons. Yes! Pieces of me are all over the place. It's rather disconcerting. I'm probably not the first skeleton you've had to reassemble, and I doubt I'll be the last. But once I'm walking again, we can figure out what the wormies want with the bone orchard. Deal? Ah, quite the view from up here, eh? I meant the landscape. Don't get any ideas. All right, let's find the rest of them. Try searching the wormy capsule. Knocking some skeletons around until my pins fall out. Little nitwits. Could be part of me in every skeleton here. No, my femur bends to the left. Carry on! Look at all the dirt on my bones! I used to bathe weekly to keep myself presentable. My pelvis is filthy! What did the wormies do? Use it as a shovel? That's the last one. Quickly now! Drop my pieces on the ground and I'll put myself back together. You have no idea how good this feels. To be whole again and walk with my own two legs. To have legs at all. Next? Oh, you mean the wormies. Can't leave them here, digging up bones that dig up bones? No idea. That's why we'll need to investigate, yes? That's the thing for us. Investigations all around! Their biggest dig site is nearby. Hard to miss it, really. Unless you're one to miss a hole in the ground. Charging off like filled and near blood drunk, eh? Don't expect me to lend a hand. Perhaps a rib will do? Point it at any wormy skeleton and I'll have it fighting at your side. No, it's no trouble. You can thank me later. Onward to the dig site. Gora, dear! Gora, dear, what have they done?
What does it look like? They dug up my barrow. Couldn't stop asking about the roots.
Why would they care about the... Oh, no.
Told them they were asking for trouble. But did they listen?
Hey, friend, listen,
Went
we have a
right
problem.
to the barrow bar. Idiots.
The wormies must be here for what's under the barrow bow. With enough of the little skeletons, they'll be able to dig up the big ones. I knew I shouldn't have said anything to that Ethruan fellow. The wormy leader told him he'd have no use for the big bones in the ground with the barrow bow to keep them sleeping. But if he digs up the barrow bow's roots, he'll kill it. Then he can build giant wormy skeletons to stomp around. You didn't notice it? The enormous tree in the middle of the bone orchard? Nobody takes a moment to look up these days. All this beauty directly above you, and you're staring straight at the dirt. Typical. There are others like Goradir sleeping beneath the barrow bow. If they knew what the wormies wanted, they'd help. But we can't get there without Spinner Amario's help, and she's not too happy with me. She's up on the ridge overlooking the bone orchard. Maybe I shouldn't go with you. No, that's silly. I'm sure she'll be happy to see me. But just to be prudent, I'll let you do the talking. It's an emergency!
Dringoth, who put you back together? Are you to blame for these worm cultists?
Not at all. Well, not exactly. I'll let my friend fill you in.
Why did you let Dringoth talk you into this? Do you know how much trouble he's brought to the bone orchard? My apologies. His very presence wears at my manners. What do you need? Yes, their leader Ethruan made vague threats about me remaining inside. He's attempting to raise the old bones beneath the barrow bow, but there's no way he'll do that before Eldenroot sends a patrol, so I'm staying put. Dug up? But that would take weeks. How do they manage? Why? Those old bones are useless to them. The barrow bow shields them from necromancy. But if they can dig up the barrow bow's roots... Oh no. They plan to turn the old bones into an army! Here. This is Niranon's horn. Head beneath the barrow bow and sound the horn before the gate. It's the only way inside, unless you want to help the worm cult with their digging. And don't let Dringoth sneak off with that horn.
of the Barrow Bow.
Niranon, enough with the theatrics! You need to let us in!
Dringoth, what are you doing here? Who is with you? And why are there intruders in the roots of the Barrow Bow? Dringoth, what have you done?
Nothing! I'm trying to help!
Once again you bring us suffering. Banishment is too good for you this time.
Dringoth, what have you done?
What will you make us lose this time, Dringoth?
You should have left, Dringoth.
Ulfras will not forgive you again.
Why, Dringoth? Why return?
Dringoth, you were banished, yet you dare return?
Listen to me! We're in danger! Necromancers are trying to kill the Barrow Bow!
Your restlessness trapped us here in the first place.
There are a vast number of elf bones in the Bone Orchard. If we all use them together, we can drive out the invader!
Together? Since when have you done anything that wasn't for yourself? Once more you bring danger upon us, then beg for our help to end it. No longer! You'll remain beneath the Barrow Bow until the world forgets you!
All of us, wait! Make him see reason!
We have no quarrel with you, Living One. Indeed, we thank you for your part in awakening us. The invaders in the Barrow Bow must be stopped. Because we must punish him for his transgressions. The elf-bone shell to which he was banished will no longer suit him. We'll return him to the old skull around which the Barrow Bow first grew. The very skull that surrounds this room. Dringoth's crimes are unforgivable. We once sought a true death in the farthest reaches of the world, but his aimless wanderings led to our imprisonment. Here, we can never die. That story is as long as it is old. You would endure the telling? In days long past, our old bones longed for the sun's sweet kiss, for friends we knew in life. But our restless wanderings caused untold suffering. We went far away to be forgotten by the world, to die. But Dringoth continued to wander, to destroy. He couldn't bear to stay in one place for long. Yet while he fixed his gaze upon the horizon, he forgot to watch the ground. Whole cities crumbled beneath him. Amidst this devastation, the Wood Elves of Fallen Estes saw his wanderlust for what it was. They invited him to join the travels of their walking city. His elation gave them time to ensorcel him into slumber. Unaware, he laid down to sleep. They buried him and planted a seed in his skull. In time, it became the Barrow Bow. The Wood Elves of Fallen Estes feared our fading bones would wander, so they sought us out and carried us to the Bone Orchard. Here, they interred us beneath shrines to Ifre, ensuring we would never be forgotten. Because of this, none of us can die. No. In telling the story, we see he did not. But his wanderings led to great destruction, and his selfishness led our bones to this prison. He afflicted us with the doom of endlessness, and for this crime, he cannot be forgiven. You shame us, outsider. Perhaps we judge him in anger. Very well. Dringoth will stand with us to keep the Barrow Bow from harm. When the invaders are repelled, he is free to decide his own fate. Enemies at the inner gate. Come quickly, we'll drive out the worm cult.
Hurry! To the gate!
We rise again.
Invaders! Cut them down!
Help us protect the roots.
They'll never make us their slaves.
Eyes, yes. Your bones are found in the black world.
Quite the brawl, eh? If that doesn't strike terror into the heart of the wormies, I don't know what will! We've taken them down a notch! The more bones they send us, the more we'll have to fight them! But the wormies never thought they'd be on the other end of it, eh? Suppose you're moving on, then. You should come visit. Tell us tales of your travels. We're a lot alike, you and I. Oh, kick around here, I expect. Catch up with old friends. Scare a pilgrim or two. Oh, there's dirt. It's rather dull, isn't it? The wormies were the most exciting thing in ages. No, 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 no. Well, a bit, in that impending doom sort of way. The wormies mixed things up. Even got old Ulfras kicking around again. And I met you, so it wasn't all bad. I should really send them a letter. Dear Wormies, thanks for the excitement. Sorry about that Ethruin fellow, but he was a bit of a bastard, wasn't he? Perhaps we should catch up over some Death Bell tea. Signed, Dringoth. Oh, do you think they'll write back? That seals it then! Now to find some vellum, hot wax, a quill, definitely a quill. I saw some ink up in Spinner Amario's cave. She'll let me borrow some, I'm sure of it.